University of Cumbria interview preparation video. As part of your visa application, you may get an interview request from UKVI. You'll need to prepare for this interview to make sure your visa application becomes successful. During your interview, the case officer will ask you a series of questions. Your answers should be as thoughtful as possible to make sure you have researched what you want to say in advance. The interviewer will communicate in English. You need to understand the questions without the help of a translator. In this video, we will give you some interview tips and techniques to help you decode your UKVI interview if done right, such as constructing your answer with PEE technique, tips on your speech, factors to run your research, and expected UKVI questions. Let's start with what UKVI and University of Cumbria may ask you in your credibility or precast interview. UKVI may ask you about why you have chosen to study at the University of Cumbria, why you have selected your chosen program, how will you link your chosen program to your future. You may talk about the logical factors about choosing the university and program. Your answer needs to be specific in terms of its location, campus facilities, accommodation, education quality, specialized faculty, placement tie-ups, awards. The reason behind your chosen program may include your previous education or modules that interest you, linked to your existing experience and skill set, career perspective, employment opportunities, shorter program duration, placements. While answering about how it links to your future, you may tell them about your conversation and bits of advice taken from your employer, colleagues, or fellows. It can include job-oriented programs, improved skills, international exposure, where industry leaders are teaching. Aside from the questions about university and programs, UKVI may ask you about your decision to choose the United Kingdom as a study destination. It may include, why do you want to study in United Kingdom instead of any other country? Why didn't you choose to study in your home country? Where do you plan to live? How are you financing your studies? How will you manage during the remaining academic years? You must be factful and specific about choosing between the countries here. It requires consistent research with well-known references you can search about. In the United Kingdom, the subjects that are in great demand among the international students include business, natural science, engineering, medicine, particularly dentistry, pharmacy and nursing, social science, particularly psychology. The short duration of courses, assessment system, entry-level examination, affordable tuition fee, strong infrastructure as per reference 2014, international recognition, postgraduate work allowance, cultural experience, global exposure. Keep your answers specific that the state's logical factors while comparing. Similarly, UKVI may ask you why you have chosen to study this program at the University of Cumbria and not at any other university. This question is among a few important questions of the UKVI interview. You can refer to the university's official website to find the valuable information about the chosen course. UKVI may ask you about which module you think would be the most challenging for you. You must also mention some key features which attracted you to the University of Cumbria while searching for this program, like program features, placement-oriented courses, accreditations of the chosen course, ranking, assessment system, job opportunities, as you're aware that there are over 100 universities in the UK. UKVI will expect you to consider other universities before deciding on the University of Cumbria. If not, then you must have a comprehensive explanation for it. You may refer to the university's official website and read about its award-winning student support, favorable location and destination, low cost of living as compared to the other parts of the UK, employability record of 9/10, other factors relevant to you. In line with these questions, UKVI may ask you to relate your previous experience and education while choosing this program. As some of you have previous work experience, UKVI may ask you about the nature of your work, skills you learned, how is your work experience related to your course, why do you want to study this course now, how will this course help you in future. The questions about your plans to study further requires a reality check within you. You can consider, why do you want to get further education in addition to your previous education? How will both the courses help you achieve your plans? Why do you need to study now? While answering these questions, you must ensure to mention how previous work experience and studies correlate with choosing this course at the UK, at the University of Cumbria, and how these both will help support your career aspirations. Another set of questions that UKVI asks is about your career plans. To answer these questions, you can consider, what are your future options, potential jobs and industries, companies that you would like to work for, roles and responsibilities of these jobs, offered salary. If you're thinking about opening your own business, then you must research about your business plan, your preferred location, cost and funding, location and labor. UKVI may try to dig more into and ask you about if your business would be your short-term or long-term goal, whether you are planning to go back to your previous employer with advanced skills. Will they offer you promotion and what skills will you bring to them? How will your chosen course help you to reach what you are planning in future? In your interview with UKVI, the case officer may ask you about your living arrangements in the UK. At this time, you should have ideally arranged for a place to stay. Generally, all international first years are offered guaranteed accommodation by the University of Cumbria, whether it be on campus or off campus. So you must research about living arrangements, cost of living, working rights, friends and relatives in the UK. About living arrangements, you must decide on the University of Cumbria's campus accommodation or private accommodation. They might ask you about your financials that you have shown. Who is sponsoring your studies? You, your family, employer or third party. How you're showing your funds, loans or saving, and where is this money has come from. Example, it could be job, sale of property, other earnings, etc. They will also ask you about how will you cover the cost during the remaining academic years. If you plan to answer about your working rights in the UK, you must also ensure that you can only obtain work expertise and must not work to fund your studies. Do not exceed 20 hours per week during the term time. Work full-time during vacations and week breaks. You can't engage in business or self-employed, become a social figure, a personal coach or professional sports person, or apply for a permanent full-time vacancy. If you have your friends and family in UK, you must know about how they relate to you, where they live, what they do for a living, what is their immigration status in the UK. As you can see, the series of questions is based on 4 majors. Why you want to study in the UK? How will your course, chosen university and country will help achieve your future goals? How is it related to your previous education? How will you plan to grow professionally with this course? You should do a thorough research, as this research will help you to succeed in the pre-CAS and UKVI interview as well. Let us tell you about constructing your answers and few tips on your speech. Construct your answers with PEE technique. PEE technique will help your answers to be rich with information and sound factful. Point a reason or an idea greater than, evidence the research you have done to prove this point with a valid reference, as UKVI will check the evidence later, is greater than, explanation, elaborate and expand why do you think it is important to you. Let us give you an example of how this PEE technique works. Suppose we have a question, why do you want to be a business development manager? Divide this question into 2 parts. Why do you want to be a BDM? First point, good pay. Second point, evidence. The average base pay for a business development manager is from 5,70,000 to 12 lakh per year. Paytm as per glassdoor.co.in. Explanation. To reach my goal, support my family, and prove the study was a good investment. Point B. Why do you want to work for Paytm? First point, career aspiration. Second, evidence. Give a chance to freshers and encourage experience to learn and grow. Paytm reviews on glassdoor.com. Explanation. A nationally originated company, great work culture with growth opportunities for freshers as well as experienced personnel. Some useful tips to help you throughout your interview. First point, keep your answers 2 to 3 minutes short. Remember to your PEE technique. Ensure your facts are correct and you remember the names of the sources. Ensure you have not copied your answers from the internet but molded them in your own personal language. Listen to the question asked. Take your interview seriously as you will only get one chance for your pre-CAS interview to get a CAS and as well as UKVI interview for a visa. Prepare but do not read from notes. By referring to these examples, you must prepare yourself with the sets of questions listed above that we have told you in this video. Thank you.